And we're live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nicky Smokes, joined with Frank the Tank. You guys are listening to Nicky Smoke Shop. Frank, 70-20 win.
I mean,
Is that not the greatest thing you've ever seen in your entire life?
70 points is insane. Yeah, I mean, 70 points is insane. I think the last moment I was a little nervous was just before the half when the Dolphins got to 35. Because, when you have to give up the kick in the second half, you have a chance. When you get the ball in the second half, you get a chance to turn the game around. But when the Dolphins got in before the half, and of course it's so hot in Miami. And the Broncos are getting dumped so badly. You know that team just wanted to get off the field in the fourth quarter, and they showed it.
They couldn't wait to get off the field, Frank. They could not wait. I mean, they couldn't tackle anyone. I mean, we were just running the ball right down their throat. I think Achane had like 12 carries for 208 yards. Something ridiculous.
He had four touchdowns. He actually came out and redefined what his name is today. You see that?
Yeah, it's Devon Achane.
Right? Yeah, Devon Achane.
Devon Achane. Sorry, Devon, if you're hearing this. My bad. I got to get used to that. But my God, 70 fucking points is unbelievable.
His 67-yard run, I think what might have been one of the last scores. It was just like,
dude, he's so fucking fast.
I mean, the Red Sea parted, and he just went down the field, and it was like the Broncos were just like, "What are we doing here?" you just tell me that was like that. It was just straight up
greatest thing ever.
Ass kicking. Yeah. Here's a stat for you. Dolphins scored 70 last night. The Jets have 69 points on the season.
Ooh, you gotta love that, right? You gotta love hearing that, especially all the shit they were talking before the year started. I love that. I absolutely love it. But Frank, I mean, we watched the whole game together, and you didn't complain one time.
Well, no, I complained a little bit in the first quarter, the second quarter maybe.
Like the Frank the Tank meltdown complaining. Like that was probably the happiest I've ever seen you, to the point where you were genuinely just laughing. Like I've never seen you that happy before.
I was on the plane last night, and I was able to get the internet onto the plane there. You know how you can do that, but so I'm getting ready to fly down there, and I'm watching the Denver Broncos just absolutely get cooked. Everywhere they're getting cooked.
Hold on, they're saying my mic's not working. Hold the show down, Frank.
I mean, they were getting cooked. There was like they had like Broncos Country Let's Ride, and they're showing a submersible that went down to the Titanic. There's like just like everything you can imagine. They showed Let Russell Cook, and they actually had me on there looking at the ribs burn up. I mean, it was everywhere you looked, the Broncos are getting cooked. And it looks like Tua might keep receipts.
Does it sound better now or no?
It sounds better now.
Sounds a little better?
Yes.
All right, chat. Let me know if it sounds better or not. I have no idea. What were you saying, though? Tua's keeping receipts?
It looks like Tua might keep receipts.
Oh, no, he definitely does. He definitely does. I know he says he's not on social media, but he's definitely keeping receipts.
I mean, Sean Payton last year basically said it was laughable anyone could think he's a good quarterback. And then he put up 70 points on him.
They're saying my mic's not working. This is brutal. So I think you could hear it. I don't know if they could hear me. This is bad. Sounds the same. We can hear you, but it's distant. All right, fuck it. The audio is gonna suck. It's gonna piss me off. It's the Dolphins' fucking biggest win in fucking who knows how long. So fuck it. Whatever. We're just gonna keep it rolling.
I mean, 50-point wins don't happen too often.
No, they hardly ever happen. And they hardly ever happen when you don't have your second wide receiver, who is also a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL.
Incredible.
I mean, this might be the best team we've ever had,
I
like ever.
I always look at Buffalo before the season starts. I always when I go to win loss record beginning of the season, I always look at Buffalo as an almost automatic loss.
Not anymore.
If they somehow win that game on Sunday, they'll have the AFC East in a stranglehold, and they'll be like off and running. It
If
the magical things can be happening if they could win that game in Buffalo.
if they win this week against Buffalo, I'm going to be so unbearable that I might set the record for getting the most blocks in one day on Twitter.
Yes. I always like when I look at the Dolphins schedule. You formulate it. You formulate a good season will be 12-5, 13-4, and then you just have to figure that a game like this is hard for them to win. But if they, I give them a good shot. Why not?
If you do it, I think it's this one.
I mean, I look at the schedule. I mean, they say healthy. This team could go. This team could go 13-4, 14-3.
Almost minimum 12 wins. I mean, the schedule's there for the taking. Everything right now is for the taking. This could truly be the greatest year of our entire lives. This team can win the division. This team can win a playoff game. This team can win an AFC championship game, and this team can win a fucking Super Bowl. I'm not afraid to say it. I think they could do it. That's how good this team is. And what we saw yesterday was the most impressive thing I've ever seen. I think McDaniel is the best play caller in all of the NFL. I don't even think it's close. His play design, his play calling, everything on the offensive side of the ball is flawless. The defense outside of week one, they've been good. They've been making a lot of plays. They've created 5 turnovers in 3 weeks, tied for second in the NFL. Everything is in place. The only thing that has to maintain is Tua's health.
Yeah.
Like I can't find one complaint. The offensive line has given up 1 sack in 3 fucking weeks, Frank. 1 sack in 3 weeks.
Also you've seen the much better on the pre-snap penalties.
Yes. I can't remember the last time we've had one. Knock on wood. I'm not trying to jinx it. But compared to last year, I mean, we were having pre-snap penalties every single week, like 5 to 10 of them. And now we might be the least penalized team in the league, knock on wood, not trying to jinx it. But it's been night and day difference between Mike McDaniel last year and Mike McDaniel this year. And that was one of the things us Dolphins fans, we wanted to see. Like, we knew there was going to be growing pains and rookie pains with a rookie head coach. But he's nipped that shit in the butt in 1 year. 1 year. I still don't think he's won a challenge, but I could live with that. I can live with that if we're not getting killed with penalties. I can live with that if we go out there and put up 30 points every single game. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with it.
I still like to see the defense tighten up a little bit. They do allow too many yards sometimes. I mean, that's one thing I would like to see improve. But, maybe when Jalen Ramsey returns, that will help.
Yeah, that'll be huge. I mean, he's not even here yet. But I'm not as worried about the defense as you are. I mean, the first game was bad, don't get me wrong. But the last 2 games, they've been great. They've been great.
Well, the Chargers are a good team. Hell, they may not be so good anymore, but
the Chargers are like that middle of the pack team that you can't overlook on your schedule, but they're not like a real threat in the postseason.
The Chargers are so poorly coached. Yesterday they played a team that's basically the same as them, and they found a way to win because Kirk Cousins is just god awful. You won't believe what's going on here in New York, by the way. Everyone in New York, all these Jet fans, think the Jets should try to trade for Kirk Cousins.
I think they should. He's way better than Zach Wilson.
But are the Vikings going to send it? Why are the Vikings going to send Kirk Cousins to the
They're
Jets?
done. They're done with him. I mean, I don't care. I hope the Jets stay with Zach Wilson and they don't win a fucking game the rest of the year. That would be the greatest thing for me.
Zach Wilson just cannot throw.
He sucks. He sucks. But you know who can't throw is Tua.
Yes.
If you look at his statistics, he's first in everything. He's literally in first place in pretty much every single category except quarterback rating. He's third. I mean, you know, like the rating, he's first in QBR, but he's third in that other rating that they have, whatever the fuck it is. But
I've never paid much attention to quarterback rating. I want to see my quarterback complete the most passes, had the best completion percentage, throw the most touchdowns, and avoid turnovers. Those are the things I want.
yo,
Whatever this arbitrary, just computer rating, whatever the fuck it is.
it's all bullshit.
I'm sure all of what I mentioned goes into it, but it means nothing to me.
Nothing. And I agree. As long as he keeps winning and throwing the ball the way he's throwing it, I don't give a fuck. He could go out there and throw for 225 yards and 2 touchdowns a game, and I wouldn't care. As long as he's on the field, I think the Dolphins are going to win every single Sunday. And, starting with this week, I think we're going to go into Buffalo and win. Is it the biggest test we've had all year? Sure. But by no means is there any fucking slightest bit of intimidation that I get from the Buffalo Bills. And now, if you asked me that 3 years ago, I, like you said earlier, anytime we look at the schedule, see Buffalo, I'm thinking it's a loss. Now, bring me them.
I mean, the way I always feel about Buffalo is if you split the 2 games, you did your job in the regular season.
Yeah, but I'd like to sweep the whole division.
Oh, that would be great.
I don't think it's what's the word I'm looking for. I don't think it's too far fetched to think like that. I think that's how this team should be thinking right now. It might not be the most realistic outcome because shit happens, you know, knock on wood, injuries happen. But this team right now and the way they're playing, fuck everyone. Like
this team looks like it has a magical quality and looks like it has good team chemistry.
Yeah, and the last 2 weeks, like from a betting perspective, because you know I love to gamble, like they were considered the mush play, meaning like the whole world's gonna bet on them. But they're so fucking good, man, that they don't give a fuck. Everyone can bet on the Dolphins, and they'll go out there and fucking take care of business. I mean, this team is real deal.
I mean, yeah, and it kind of, even though they're kind of underdogs this week, Vegas is telling you how good they are.
2.5. That's nothing. That's not even a full home field advantage point spread.
No, because they always get the formula's always been the home team gets 3 extra points.
Yep, every time. And getting a full 3.
And that tells you that the Vegas, the people who set the lines, think this game is even.
Yes, actually, they think we'd be favorite. Like if it was neutral site, we'd be favored by half a point. It'd be a pick 'em. I can't remember the last time the Dolphins went into Buffalo as a 3-point underdog, a 2.5-point underdog. I can't tell you the last time. It's probably been at least 6 years.
Yeah, when the Bills were trash.
Yeah, those were good days. But I don't even care. I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that the Bills are good because nothing would make me happier than going in there and snatching their soul. You know, they had this Super Bowl window. They're the favorite to win the AFC East every year. And then here come the Miami fucking Dolphins. Like, oh my God, nothing would make me happier.
I mean, this team.
It'd be revenge for what they did to Marino.
Yeah.
They beat up on them in the 90s, right? Like we'd always lose to them or something.
John Offerdahl. He was the key. If John Offerdahl played, Dolphins won. If John Offerdahl didn't play, they lost.
What position did he play?
He was a linebacker. And he just never was healthy.
But he was a beast when he was on the field?
Yes. I mean, I might be exaggerating it or misremembering it. The Dolphins were a sub-500 team when he was out and won about 80% of games that he played.
Damn. I should know about this guy. If he wasn't injured, he's probably in the Hall of Fame then, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Offerdahl. John Offerdahl is one of the most unappreciated, is probably forgotten about because of all the injuries, but he was good, and just too often he was injured, too often. I mean, I always remember it was one always wondered why he may not, what it would have been like if he could have been healthy just a couple of times. Let me see if I could find some of his. I mean, John Offerdahl, he was. Let me see. Here we go. John Offerdahl stats, and he didn't have a long career. He kind of was like a little bit of a Zach Thomas before Zach Thomas.
Mm.
And here it is. 1990, he played. He played. That was the last time he played like a full season. 91, when the Dolphins missed the playoffs on the last day of the season, he played in just 6 games. 92, he played in 8 games, and I think they might have won like all 8 games that he played in.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it's like incredible. His just when he played, the Dolphins won. When he didn't, they didn't.
Sounds like Tua. Bro, when he's on the field, this team is unstoppable. It's unbelievable, man. It's remarkable. You know, and the thing is, like, those first 2 years when he came in with flow, he was a completely different person. You see Tua out there on the field now. I mean, he's vocal. He's smiling. He's a leader. He's having fun out there. The guys in the locker room love him. I mean, the biggest blessing that the Dolphins have had in the last 20 years is getting rid of Brian Flores, sticking with Tua, and hiring Mike McDaniel. I don't even think it's up for debate anymore.
Yeah, I guess I kind of liked Flores, but I guess it just didn't work out. He didn't have the patience to deal with that Tua.
No. I mean, he didn't have the fucking patience for anyone. And shout out Rob, by the way. I see the super chat. I don't have a producer here to pull it up, which is also probably why my mic's not working, because I'm an idiot and don't know how to set it up. But I appreciate the donation, brother. And I can't really read that far, but I think it says, I love that we're underdogs against the Bills. Dolphins think it'll be a close game. 3 to 6 points could be deciding factor. Fins for the win. Amen. Fins for the win.
His final 2 seasons, Offerdahl, the Dolphins were 6-2 in the games he played, and I mean, let me see this other one here, 93. But yeah, like I said, if the Offerdahl played, they won, and 6-3, and he played in the final, ended up being the final game of his career was a loss. When the 93 season ended, and he basically just crawled onto the field. But he was always injured, and if he could have stayed healthy, I think the Dolphins might have won a Super Bowl.
Well, I wish they did. I bet you Dan Marino wishes they did too, or he'd probably be considered the greatest quarterback of all time. But I wanted to ask you, because obviously you got to see the Mark brothers play. Tyreek Hill has to blow them out of the water, right?
Oh, yeah.
Blows them out.
Yeah.
I figured. I mean, he's unbelievable. Is he not the greatest thing you've ever seen?
He is just so fast.
The whole team is so. I've never seen a team so fast in my entire life. Like, Mostert looks like he's 24 again.
Yeah, Mostert looks really good so far.
Looks amazing. And Devon looks like he's on ice skates out there. He just glides. Like, he doesn't slow down. He's got one speed, and it's turbo.
Yeah, I don't know why Achane didn't get much use in the first 2 games, but
well, he was banged up. He didn't play week 1, and then week 2, he's probably coming back from injury, and then week 3, Mike McDaniel was like, "Yo, fuck it, we're sending the dogs out on him." He did his thing. He looked amazing, and I owe Chris Greer an apology. The offensive line, 1 sack in 3 games. It's unreal. Yeah, I know my mic's fucked up, chat. You guys are killing me because I don't want it to ruin my Victory Monday vibe. There's nothing I could do about it. I don't know how to set up the equipment. I thought it was set up and it wasn't. So just let me have a shitty mic and enjoy the Victory Monday with my boys. Because that's what it's about. And there's nothing that can ruin my day today, Frank.
I mean, that was the funnest game. I mean, as I said yesterday, no mercy.
You got your wish. You got it. Like, that is literally the definition of no mercy. 70-20. Wait. I got to ask you about the field goal. Because at first I agreed with Mike McDaniel, and I think I still do agree with Mike McDaniel. But is it more disrespectful that he just need the ball on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal? I feel like that's kind of just
once you get to 70, the only way you score is if the other team just completely fails.
But it's not like Denver pulled their starters, though. I mean, our third-string guys were running the ball down their throat.
Yeah, I know. And the Broncos were disrespectful of Russell Wilson, keeping him out there in that game.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a sign, though. I mean, I don't think Sean Payton fucks with Russell Wilson at all. That was kind of just like, if he gets hurt, fuck it, I don't care.
Kind of what's happening in the Jets. If you watch, they had sideline footage of the Jet game yesterday, and basically, like the Jet, like Garrett Wilson is just basically like, just get me. All the Jets are like there, and Zach Wilson just got to look on his face like.
And what's his name? Quentin Williams was throwing a fit too. That whole team, Michael Carter, that team's burning dumpster fire right now.
He can't throw.
No, he sucks. He's terrible. I feel bad for him. I really do. He was about to have the best year of his life, sitting on the bench behind Rodgers, watching his team win. He was going to love life this year. It was going to be the best year of his life. And now he's going to get dragged through the mud again. But I really don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
No, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for them.
Okay, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It'll go a long, long way. It's free, costs nothing. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. So, Frank, we'll wrap up with this. Give me your final thoughts on the Denver Bronco game, and then give me your thoughts for Buffalo upcoming this week on Sunday.
Final thoughts on the Bronco game is offense could not have played better.
Nope.
Defense still could tighten up a little bit. I don't even care about the punt return. Fuck the punt return. Fuck the kick return. I like Devon Achane. I really do.
And you got him in all your fantasy leagues.
I got him in one at least.
I think it's ours. I think you took him in like the 6th round or something.
I took him last round.
Really? Okay.
I didn't even start him this week. But then again, in the same league, I have Mostert.
Yeah, I started him too. That was great. What do you think of the Buffalo game, though, Frank?
Buffalo, I think you really got to be tightened up on the defense. I think you got to protect Tua, especially from that motherfucker Milano.
Yes.
Because Buffalo likes kind of delivering some cheap shots. And you just got to run with them, score it, hang with them, and maybe, just maybe, win the game in the 4th quarter.
Give me a score prediction, Frank.
I'm going to go Dolphins 30-27 in overtime.
Wow. Love it. Love it. Fire me up. So if you guys don't know, I'm going to Buffalo. I leave Friday. I'll be at the game on Sunday. If we win that game in Buffalo, I am going to party my fucking ass off. I'm going to party.
I recommend Ted's Hot Dogs. They have good hot dogs.
Send me any hot dog location, Frank. I mean, it is going to be special. But my closing remarks on the Denver game is we're here. Like, the time is right now. There's no second guessing. There's no putting your foot on the brake. Fuck that. Like, it is go time. This is our time right here, right now. You go out there, you hang 70 points on an NFL team, we're here. 3-0, going to Buffalo. And I think we're going to win the game. And I'll save my prediction for later in the week. I just wanted to get yours on because I know we don't really do shows together on Fridays, but I have you here on Mondays, which is awesome. But I'm going to save my prediction. But I'm telling you right now, I think we kicked their ass in Buffalo, put the league on notice. I can't.
If the Dolphins go in there and dominate Buffalo, the whole league will realize
They won't have a choice. It's like looking death in the face. It's like when someone's on their deathbed and they know they're about to die. That's what that would be. If we go into Buffalo and beat them, whatever window they thought they had at winning a Super Bowl is gone. Whatever hopes they had of winning the division for the next 10 years, gone. We could take it all in one game, Frank. So thank you for joining me. Shout out to everyone who tuned in live. And come back here Wednesday for my NFL Pick'em show. Love all you guys. And as always, fins up.
Fins up.
Thank you, Frank. I'll see you soon, buddy.
All right. See you later.